Hey guys, so I wanted to do a brow routine, and I've said in a few videos, I think for the last couple months, that I've changed the way that I'm doing my brows. I'm into a more bushy brow look. I'm into a more kind of, is feathery the right word? I like my brows spiky. I like them kind of very airy, not so much the kind of hard line on the bottom, line on the top, fill in really thick or really opaquely. And yeah, so I wanted to come show y'all how I do my brows since I haven't really showed y'all. And so this is my in-depth brow tutorial for how I achieve bushy, spiky, however you want to say it, brows. All right, I'm in the middle of filming a 3 looks 1 palette, and so this is one of the looks from that, and if I have it up yet, I'll link it. If not, y'all will see it coming to the channel. Okay, so the first step for me for doing my brows is I spike it up with soap. Okay, and I just use a regular mascara, disposable mascara wand, and the soap of choice that I use is Pears soap. I got it off of Amazon, but as long as it's a clear based vegetable glycerin based soap, you'll be fine. I have a little spray water bottle. I spray it and then I just kind of rub my mascara wand on it, and I come in and I just spike it up. Okay, and so for me, this is my first step because my brows are disrespectful. And so while this is a good kind of spiker, and it will kind of leave that spike for a little bit, if I want like heavy duty, or if I want my brows to last, you know, for a while, like all day going into night, then I will have to use another brow gel at the end. Okay, but this is my first step. All right, then I go in with so if I want it to look very, very natural, I won't do this step. But since my eye look is kind of out there, and I do want to kind of have my brows kind of be a little bit more definite, I'm going to go in with my Precisely My Brow from Benefit. I'm going to line underneath my brow. So I'm just going to do kind of like a guidance. I'm not going to make it, you know, super thick or anything, but I just want to kind of have a line there so I can see where I need to start my brow strokes at. So I'll make the line, and then I'll go in and I'll kind of try to feather that line out so it's not so definite, you know. Same thing here. Go where I want it to start, and then just kind of draw it. And then I'll go back in and I'll feather it. And like I don't get my eyebrows like waxed or anything like that. So at the time of me drawing my line, if there's a stray hair that's outside of the line, then I'll just pluck it at that point, just like I did there. All right, and then I'll go in with a brow pen. So I like Lime Crimes. I've used Max. I think I have Max in here somewhere. Yeah, I have Max in here. Their, what is this? Their Brow Shape and Shade. This is Lime Crimes Bushy Brow Precision Brow Pen. I think Urban Decay came out with one last year or early this year. You can do this with a pomade and a very, very skinny kind of paintbrush, eyeliner brush. If you want it to be waterproof, oh my gosh, I can't remember what the brand is, but it's a makeup artist brand. They make an alcohol-based kind of cake, kind of like where you put the alcohol in it. It's like a paint, an alcohol paint, but it's for brows. And so you can use that if you want it to be waterproof. What I use now isn't waterproof. Like if I was to dunk my head in water and have the water kind of drip, it would kind of run a little bit. I've noticed that even when I kind of spray my face too much and I do my brows prior to the spraying, it'll kind of get a little runny. Are my cheeks too carved out? I think my cheeks are a little bit too puffed out. Hang on. Let me kind of make this. So yeah, so I use the precision brow pen from Lancome, and I see where I have my line, and I just kind of, I don't ever start at the very beginning, because sometimes there's a lot of product on the pen, and so I'll just go in and make little marks or little brow hairs, and I try to follow the way that my hairs are kind of spiked up originally, or like how they're spiked up going from the gel. And I'll just go in and just do them, make the little hairs. And then anywhere that I get like too much product or it's too heavy, I can always go in and spoolie out. And I do come past my line, because my eyebrows, like I like my eyebrows to start right here, right? And they start like over here. So I do come and I do make little hairs that don't have any like pre-existing, whatever you want to call them. So I do have like fake hairs or whatever drawn in. Okay, so that's one brow done, and then I'll do the same thing over here. And this brow for me, this is the brow that gives me the most issues. I'm like, I don't grow any hair right here for some reason. And I mean, I've been trying to, like, this thickness is the kind of brow thickness that I'm aiming for. And so I've been trying to grow my brow hairs in for a minute, and they just don't want to grow. And at the ends, I'll go in and I'll put little, very, very minuscule kind of brow strokes, because I don't want it too thick on the ends, but I also don't want it to be kind of that thin, y'all know what that real thin line, I don't want it to do that either. I really want it to mimic brow hairs. And I think I need a new pen. My pen is almost empty. And like, I'll just go in, and like this brow isn't as tall as this brow, so I'll go in and I'll add hairs at the top or lengthen the hairs that are there. And I like the front to be very spiky, so I'll go in with that. And this one also, I have hairs that are like that. Okay, so okay, so, and then if I have anything that needs to be blended out, I can always go in with this, any spoolie, but this is the spoolie that's on my Precisely My Brow, and I'll go in with it, and I'll just kind of think it, and if there are like ones that come down too low or whatever, I can really just kind of brush them off. What else? So if I have a lot of powder or anything in my hair like that, I will go in with a colored brow gel. This is also from Lancome. I think it's their Bushy brow gel, and it's in the darkest color. And I'll just kind of pass that through. And this also adds more kind of set to my brows, because like I said, my brows are disrespectful, and I like my brows to stay up. And you can always get a clear one if you don't want color added. And I do need to get a clear one. My favorite clear one is Benefit 24 Hour. So that's my favorite clear brow gel. And yeah, those are my brows. Those are my brows. They're never kind of even, like this one's a little bit higher or whatever, but I mean, they go, and by the time I put on my hair, finish my makeup or whatever, it'll look fine, right? It'll look fine. So yeah, so that is how I achieve bushy brows, feather brows, hair-like, very natural brows. I mean, I think they're very natural because I mean, it looks like hair to me. It's not too architectured. That's not a word. It's not too, what's the word? It's not too precise. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it looks like brows to me, and like a very kind of, it's sculpted but not too sculpted, you know. All right, so that's how I achieve those type of brows. All right, so hope you enjoyed, and yeah guys, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.